guys, it's Amber Cranston. Welcome to my channel. Today is Whatcha Warmin' Wednesday, which is my weekly home fragrance roundup from candles to non-Scentsy wax and Scentsy wax, obviously, because I love Scentsy. So let us jump into it. I always start with my candles. And right now, in the month of October, I burn my Halloween-y candles. So all the ones that are Halloween themed or kind of smell like they should be a Halloween candle, I burn those in October. So first off, from Goose Creek is Wicked Treats. Now this one is obviously like a caramel apple scent, but there's also like a milk chocolate note to it. It's really good. I like it a lot. And the throw on this one was about an 8, so it had a good throw and it smells really nice. So if you're looking for a Halloween candle, more of the candy type of Halloween candle, I recommend this one, Wicked Treats. Next up, this one was a dud for me, not in smell, but the wicks on it. One of the wicks stopped working for me. It won't light no matter what I do, even though it's long enough to light. So I'm gonna have to melt it instead, which is too bad because I really like the smell. But anyway, it is Siren's Tears, and this is a Haven Street candle. I got it at Ross last year. The notes are icy peppermint, evergreen, crisp ozone, and frosted aldehydes. Now, I don't really get those notes in this. It smells so good though. It's like a smoky, but a softer smoky, like a sweet, smoky fragrance. I don't really get any sort of peppermint or evergreen. And who knows what frosted aldehydes are? I'm not exactly sure. But this is like a sweet smoky scent. And like I said, one of my wicks just decided it doesn't want to light. No matter what I tried, it just kept on going out on itself. So I'm gonna have to put it in the warmer. But for the time I did light it, for the time that I've been able to light it and burn it, the throw on it was good at an 8. And I love the label, so cool. Okay, next up from Goose Creek is Forbidden Elixir. This one is like a blue raspberry candy type fragrance. It's very candy, very fruity, raspberry-ish fragrance. So if you're into those super sweet berry scents, fake candy berry, this one's really good. And the throw is a 7 to an 8 for me. So that's Forbidden Elixir. And then lastly, this is also from Goose Creek. It's Crystal Lake. Now this one is a aquatic fragrance. Slightly masculine. I wouldn't say it's like a cologne scent though. Maybe a light cologne. But it's aquatic and it has a touch of evergreen, it feels like, in it to me. It's nice. Not necessarily what I would consider a Halloween candle, but it's nice to change it up, and the label definitely is Halloween-ish. I really like it. The throw on this one was about a 7. Okay, on to melts. This is from Walmart, the Scentsationals brand, and it is pie season. And I know I've talked about this one not that long ago. It is a really good scent. This is one that I really like by Scentsationals that lasts a long times. For me, Scentsationals and Better Homes and Gardens don't last as long, but this one does really well for me. And it is like a combination pie. I know the notes didn't mention pumpkin, but I definitely get a pumpkin pie in this along with apple. And then I guess there is kind of a nuttiness and a crust note. It has a good buttery crust note in it. And the throw on this one is great, an 8 to 9. So I do recommend this one. If you're able to find it, I do recommend it. Okay, next up, Vendor Wax. Super Tarts. This is Buzz Off. The notes are honey, dipped apples, a maple, marshmallow, waffle cone, and vanilla bean. Now, you have to love honey fragrances to like this one. This one to me is pretty much straight up honey with a touch of apple. It is really good, but it is really strong on the honey department. It is amazing though, amazing throw. It is an awesome scent. The throw on it is at least a 9 for me. That's Buzz Off. Next, another Vendor Wax. This is Get Fictional, and it is Nevermore Halloween-ish type scent. The notes are cloves, midnight dreary, and vanilla. And this is along the lines of Marshmallow Fireside. Let me open it. Yeah, like Marshmallow Fireside, it has a smokiness to it. Vanilla, definitely. Instead of marshmallow, it's more vanilla. And then you do get that cloves. It's a really nice, soft, sweet, smoky fragrance. The throw on it wasn't the best. It was a 6 at most, but I do enjoy the scent. So that is Nevermore. And then lastly, another Vendor Wax. This is Renovation Candle Company. And this is one of their Halloween waxes as well, Leaky Cauldron. And I did get the notes because it's hard to determine the notes from just smelling this one. The top notes are saffron, apple. The middle notes are black currant, blackberry, and vanilla. And the base are anise, patchouli, and amber. Now this is very strong. I do get the currant now that it says there's currant, and the anise and the patchouli. The patchouli is blended, but I still can tell it's there. So if you don't like patchouli at all, I don't know if you would like this one. I think it's blended enough to where it's okay for me, but that mixed with the anise, you know, that licorice note, it's definitely like a spooky Halloween type fragrance. I can only melt it for a little while before it kind of starts to give me a headache. So it's not my favorite, but I will finish it. The throw on this was an 8, a 7 to an 8, which is good because if it was stronger, I know I wouldn't like it at all. It looked like there was something on my nose. I guess that's just a spot, sorry. Okay, on to the Scentsy. I only have one that I don't think is available anymore, and that is Toasted Marshmallow from the Jelly Belly collection. So this is a toasted marshmallow jelly bean. It is not like an authentic jelly bean. I get almost, I think it said there was coconut in it, and I do kind of get that. But this is a nice, cozy, sweet fragrance, candied, sweet fragrance. It just kind of gives your house like a nice, cozy vanilla fragrance. I think this was probably my favorite from the Jelly Belly collection out of all the ones I tried. I tried 3 out of the 5, and of the 3, this was my favorite. The throw on it was good at an 8. So that is Toasted Marshmallow. Okay, let me get this one out of the way. This was last month's scent of the month, Ghostly Greetings. Because I'm a consultant right now, if you get the kit for the scent of the month, you get a brick instead of the 9 bars. And It's cool having a brick if you love the fragrance. It's not so cool if you don't like the fragrance. And I'm not a fan of this one. After I've melted it, I don't like it. It's just not for me. The patchouli, when I was melting it, is very strong. And like I said, I like, if I'm gonna have patchouli, I like it to be blended really well with other things and not sticking out. And then there's a woodsy cologne-ness to this that I just don't like. It kind of starts to gross me out and give me a headache. So for me, I'm not a fan of this one. But if you like strong cologne fragrances with a little bit of berry, there's like plum berry notes to this one too. Then give this one a try. It's just not for me. The throw on is good though. An 8 to 9, and just for me, not what I like. So there's Ghostly Greetings. This is one I do like though, and it's new this catalog season, Around the Campfire. So good. Every time I just smell it, it's amazing. I love it so much. This is a woodsy fragrance. It is like a oak though. It's not, or a birch. It's not a evergreen. It's not like fir or pine. And it's smoky, but not where I would say overwhelmingly smoky, but it is definitely smoky. A smoky sweet wood. It's like if you take Scentsy's, oh, what is it called? I can never remember the name. Like they're toasted marshmallow, not the Jelly Belly version. I can't believe I can't remember the name. Or the other one that had the salty Sierra in it too. So that one, whatever it is called, I love it, but I can't think of the name. It's like you take that, but take out the marshmallow in it. And that's kind of what you get with this. A sweet, smoky wood. This is good mixing, and it's good on its own. And it has an amazing throw at a 9. So that's Around the Campfire. Apple and Oats. This one surprised me because on cold, I was like, it's okay. But when I've melted it, I've really enjoyed it. It's, to me, my mom used to make homemade oatmeal cookies. And that's what this smells like to me when it's melting. It smells like those homemade oatmeal cookies baking in the oven with a touch of apple, like you added apple juice to the cookie batter too. And the throw, even though it's not a super overwhelming bakery scent, the throw on it is really well at an 8. So I do recommend this one if you're looking for a bakery scent that's not like blast you out of the house bakery, but something that just gives your house a cozy, pleasant feel. This one is really good. Apple and Oats. First Day of Fall. This is a nice one. This is more of a pumpkin minus the cinnamon with like a crunchy leaves, woody type feel, and nutmeg. It's a nice one. It's a nice change from the pumpkin scents that have a ton of like cinnamon and clove and stuff in them. This is more of like a fresh outdoor pumpkin patch feel to it with the leaves, the crunchy leaves under you, and that woody autumn air type feel. So I really like this one. The throw on this one is about a 7. It is a little bit lighter than some of the other ones, but that might just be too because, like I said, there's not a ton of super spiciness to this one. It's a nice milder one, and I enjoy it a lot. So that's First Day of Fall. Now, on the other hand, this one is super spicy. This is Autumn Hearth, and this to me is just like a apple cider scent with a little bit of wood added in. The wood is mild though. It's not like cedar cider where that one, the wood is probably the strongest note in it. This one, it's apples and cinnamon sticks. And you can tell it is a cinnamon stick. And then a tiny bit of woodsiness to it too. It's a nice one, but you have to like cinnamon, I think, to enjoy this one. But it is a classic and it's a great autumn fragrance. Oh, and the throw on this is an 8. Caramel apple craze for all you caramel apple lovers. This one is so good. You get that, it's like a red, delicious apple, Macintosh kind of, and then caramel. Caramel is the strongest though. If you're looking for more apple, maybe try, if you can get your hands on it, Johnny Appleseed, or if you do have it, mixing that in with this if you want more apple, because I do think the caramel is the strongest, but you do get apple from it, and the throw is really good on this one. And 8, 10, 9. That is Caramel Apple Craze. Okay, let me get these 3 out. From the Gorgeous Pumpkin 3-pack is Pumpkin Tiramisu. This one is really good. You get that yellow cake, moist cake, and the pumpkin. Oh my gosh, it is so good. And then an icing note too. I really don't get coffee in this until the very end. Like once I got to the point, because I have melted through this one. So once I get to the point, the last few hours before I feel like I can't smell it anymore, then I'll get a teeny tiny touch of coffee. But otherwise, I really don't get coffee in this at all. But it's a yummy scent. It is currently in my club. I'm trying to decide if I want to keep it there or not because I don't want my club to get out of hand. We'll see. But this is one I highly recommend. I do recommend getting the whole 3-pack because all 3 of them are really good. But if you had to get just one, this one and the next one I'm going to talk about are the ones that I recommend the most. The throw on this one is an 8. It was very nice, an 8 to a 9 actually, 8, 8.5, somewhere around then. So that's Pumpkin Tiramisu. Next one, this is my favorite of the 3, is Bright Cider Life. And the notes are like pumpkin and apple and cider spices. So the notes are super similar to Cider Mill, which I did just do a comparison video of the 2 for you. You can look on my channel. I'll hopefully remember to put a link to it down below for you. And so when I melted this and on cold, it definitely doesn't smell exactly like Cider Mill at all. I would say this one is more pumpkin heavy than Cider Mill. And it has like a caramel note to it too. And not much in the way of like a cinnamon spice, although Cider Mill doesn't really either. It has a very mild spice. But this one is more pumpkin heavy rather than blended together with the apple. And then like a caramel and like a nutmeg spice. It's really nice. I really like this one. And the throw is about a 7 to an 8 for me. And then the last one from the 3-pack is the pumpkin chai. And this one, I think of the 3, is the spiciest from the Gorgeous Pumpkin 3-pack. But it's still not like an overwhelming spiciness, but it does have the most prominent cinnamon note to it. But you get pumpkin, you get the cinnamon, and you get like a milky tea, chai tea note. It's nice. It's the least sweet of the 3 too. And I think it has the strongest throw. The throw for me, 8 to 9 definitely. So that is pumpkin chai. Okay, this is a classic, and I'm excited that I just purchased this like a month ago, and I've been buying Scentsy for years, but this is the first time I've actually bought this one, and I'm so glad I did because it is so good, and that is Sugar Cookie. This is just a classic, but it is done so well. It does smell like a chewy, fresh sugar cookie with a touch of icing even. It is yummy, it is a good on its own, and it is good to mix with other fragrances to give them more of a gourmand feel. The throw is not the best. It is lighter in throw. I would say probably a 6 at most in your open concept area. And that was with me melting a cube in 3 different warmers. It was a 6. But it is an amazing scent if you're looking for an authentic sugar cookie type fragrance that just gives you a nice pleasant aroma in your house. I recommend this one, that Sugar Cookie. Now between this one and Vanilla Bean Buttercream, I like this one better. Okay, and last one is Pumpkin Cinnamon Swirl. Now this is in the spice category in the catalog, but I feel it's more bakery. It is to me like a cinnamon roll, like a pumpkin cinnamon roll with vanilla icing drizzled over the top of it. It is so, so good. If you're looking for a pumpkin bakery fragrance, this one and Pumpkin Tiramisu, I think both fit that need and want perfectly. The throw on this one was really good at an 8, so this one I highly recommend. It is a very yummy pumpkin bakery scent. So that is it, you guys. That's everything I've gotten through for the past week. I hope you have a wonderful day. Thank you for spending some time with me. If you want any of the scents that are currently available, my website is down in the description for you. And thank you for spending some time with me. Until next time, TTFN, ta-ta for now.